Hi! You most probably have a phone, and also you are most probably watching this video from your phone. You also most probably have a SIM card which is connected to the ever-expanding mobile networks that provide you with those blazing fast 69G speeds, enabling you to watch your favorite tech YouTuber. Hi! But it hasn't always been this way. Today we'll be taking a look at the inception of mobile network technologies, and also we'll be taking a peek at what the future might hold for us. Back in the day, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, okay, maybe not that back, but we actually had 0G. That's right, our common logic dictates that counting starts at 1, but apparently we are wrong. Anyway, this is where it all started, in 1946. Back in that time, you might think that there weren't any mobile phones. And you are partially right. Most telephones were public or mounted into cars or trucks. Although there were some portable radio briefcase telephones at that time, like this one. Actually, the type of network that those phones were using is called 0G, because it was analog as opposed to digital. And it could reach the mind-boggling speed of 2 bytes per second. But wait, what does analog and digital mean? An analog signal is like a wave with a very smooth range of values, like sound waves for example, whereas a digital signal is more square-like, as it works in binary. So instead of a greater range of values, only zeros and ones are being sent. Going back to our post-World War II communication devices, as you can probably guess, not a lot of people could get a hold of those. But the same can't be said about the next generation of mobile networks. Fast forward to the 1980s, in some parts of the world, Michael Jackson was singing about a girl with the name of a piece of clothing that wasn't sharing the same feelings with him. At the same time, in another part of the world, here enters 1G, in the land of the rising sun, Japan. This revolutionary, still analog technology made its way into the market as the first nationwide cellular network, and also made its way into the land of jeans, freedom and capitalism, the United States, in 1983. Remember those old mobile phones the size of a brick, like in American Psycho? Or maybe Tommy Vercetti from your favorite childhood game? Yep. Those are the phones that made use of this technology. Surprisingly or not, this became the first cellular network to be adopted by the masses, with United Kingdom having the largest number of subscribers at 1.1 million. Unsurprisingly now, both 0G and 1G had at the very least a questionable call quality, as it felt more like shouting across a canyon rather than talking to a person near you. But things are about to change. Here comes 2G in 1991, which brought SMS, digital voice calls, and a dash of nostalgia. The big boom in mobile technology was about to happen, so 2G became known as GSM, or the Global System for Mobile Communication, which you might have heard of. For the first time in history, you're able to talk to another person from across the globe without feeling that you're shouting at a rock. This network came to be more out of necessity. People started seeing the potential of the previous generations, and Europe came together to work towards a standard for digital cellular voice telecommunication in 1983, but it would take a few years for it to be used. Fun fact, it was believed that the first GSM call was made on the 1st of July 1991 by the Finnish Prime Minister calling a deputy mayor using a network built by Nokia. Yes, Nokia is a Finnish company. Distancing ourselves from the 90s and getting to the 2000s, around the time when the first Harry Potter, Matrix and Lord of the Rings got released, something happened in Japan. Again. On 1st of October 2001, it was the first commercial launch of 3G. The ITU, the International Telecommunication Union, has been developing it for the past 15 years. And the first pre-commercial use of 3G was launched in 1998 in Japan. However, in US was available starting 2002 and in Europe starting 2003. 3G is all about the transferring of information through data, such as images or videos. In the beginning, 3G had the amazing speed of 144 kilobits per second, which later increased to 20 megabits per second. We could finally access the internet from our phones, and we had all the information in our pocket. Very, very slow information though. If I see 3G on my phone right now, I basically don't have internet. But with the next generation, it started to have a little bit of life. Now, 4G, come in. Yeah, video calls, streaming, cat videos, Our smartphones are now becoming pocket-sized powerhouses with the capability of downloading with up to 150 megabits per second. This is also known as LTE, or long-term evolution. Wow. This was first deployed in the masses in Oslo, Norway and Stockholm, Sweden in 2008. When I first found out, I was a little bit shocked, because I would have never thought that 4G was this early. This is still the most used connection of today's age, with 4G accounting to 60% of all mobile connections worldwide. For most use cases, it is more than enough, and most probably you won't need anything else. Of course, only if you don't plan on streaming 4K HDR movies that are like 80 gigabytes. Whilst this is great and all, like all great things, they must come to an end. But that's not because they just can't be used anymore. It's because something even greater is on the horizon. The root of all evil, 5G, started in 2018 in the USA. The antennas that give us COVID, they make our teeth rot and fall out. They make bees don't produce honey anymore, and they're also the main reason for global warming. But apart from that, the 4K videos and the instant loading of pages is like God himself is sending them to my humble piece of technology. 5G is capable of delivering significantly faster data rates than 4G, with peak data rates of up to 20 gigabits per second, making it 100 times faster than 4G. 5G networks will be responsible for 35% of the total global mobile traffic in 2024. Mobile data traffic is increasing all over the world, and by the end of 2024, it is expected to amount to 131 exabytes per month. 5G also has a fundamental impact on VR and AR technology and usage. At this point, we all know that 5G facilitates very low latency. But how does this enhance the usage of AR and VR technology? Overcoming high latencies would increase the enjoyment that users get from AR and VR experiences. Now, hold on onto your Neuralinks, everyone. 6G is actually on the horizon. Now, imagine speeds so fast that would make even Sonic jealous. We are now going into the realm of hundreds, even thousands of gigabits per second. We don't know much about it at the moment, but we do know as of now that it is in the early stages of standardization process. Companies and countries all over the world, they have shown interest in developing this new network. In January of 2022, a laboratory in China claimed that they achieved speeds of 206 gigabits per second, and it is being thought that it can go even faster than that. Those speeds are insane, but one of the issues is energy consumption. Have you ever noticed how much faster your device's battery drains when you're using 5G? Yes, that's right. And given the fact that 6G is 100 times faster than 5G, I can't imagine it sparing your precious battery. Hopefully, the battery technology will advance as well to like nuclear batteries, and that won't be a problem. Another issue is that it can only transmit those speeds in a shorter range than those 5G towers. It is speculated that for 6G to work at its full capacity, a tower should be installed at every building. But do we really need it to work at its full capacity? The release date for it is estimated to be between 2028 and 2030. And to be honest, I can't imagine that we will need those enormous download speeds in just a few years. But with 6G now, we're starting to talk about even getting rid of those install or download buttons and just pressing play. From the humble beginnings of 0G with its analog signals and car-mounted phones, to the blazing fast speeds of the future with 6G, it's incredible to see how far we've come. Each generation brought its own set of revolutionary changes. So whether you're streaming your favorite shows, making video calls with friends, or exploring the latest in AR and VR technology, it's clear that mobile networks have become an integral part of our daily lives. And with each new generation, the possibilities expand even further. Now, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, ding dong the notification bell, and also leave a comment down below and tell us what you think about 6G. Also, our latest 2 videos are right here. Bye!